Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for dropping by. This video is going to be looking at NPCs, and basically how we cure the angry status on them. So here you can see the map. Basically, we are a little ways away from the main castle, but basically you're looking for a place called the Church of Vows. And when you get to this location, I mean, you can run all the way here, it's not impossible to do. But you also need an item. Now, the item in question, just let me find it in this list here. There we go. The Celestial Dew. Basically, this has this basically can be found in a number of locations. I got mine from Ainsel River, and I found it on a corpse. Basically, the wiki guide actually says that it can be purchased from a merchant at Ainsel River. But I didn't find that merchant, I just found it on a corpse. And as you can see in here, when you come in, you'll see our famous massive tortoise or turtle, whatever your poison is, wearing the Pope's hat. Very interesting choice there. But this guy also teaches you quite some really cool magics and stuff, so I have been investing a little bit more time in that. Anyway, for those of you that do not know, in Souls-like games, once an NPC is angry with you, you do generally have to seek some kind of forgiveness ritual. In Dark Souls, I think there was a guy who could give you absolution if you had angered or killed an NPC, and then that would make him forgive you, but obviously you'd have to pay a ridiculous amount of souls. Again, I'm speaking in terms of the original Souls-like games. I can't speak for everyone, but I know for a fact in Dark Souls there is someone who gives you absolution, and this game is no different. But here's the thing, obviously in this kind of game, if you fight any or battle any NPC, you are going to find very quickly that they will aggro and get angry with you, and then they won't sell you anything, and then you only really have a choice of whether or not you want to kill them to get an item from them. Some NPCs drop some good stuff, but it's not really. I wouldn't recommend it for people who are just coming into the game, because I think the NPCs are quite an interesting element of the gameplay design, and also they give you lots of really nice boosts at the beginning of the game which do help you throughout the experience. So I would absolutely recommend that you try to refrain from killing anyone, or at least angering them. Sometimes even jumping around an NPC or landing on them or rolling into them can get them to aggro to you. So be very careful when you're around an NPC. The NPC in question, who is angry with me on my current run, is only angry because the Knights Cavalry, and Knights Cavalry again is like a boss in Dark Souls, but he's on a horse. He was chasing me around, and I accidentally made the mistake of going near where an NPC was. I didn't know he was there at the time, and I ran into the area, and then the Knights Cavalry hit me and hit him as well, and then the NPC started like aggroing towards me, even though it wasn't me who hit him. So again, just bear all of that kind of stuff in mind when you're basically fighting anything. My advice would be, if you're fighting any kind of NPC or like any bosses like the Knights Cavalry, to try and lure them away from areas where NPCs are, so you won't accidentally fall into the area where they are. Basically, I'm lucky I killed the Knights Cavalry when I did, because the NPC then started aggroing me, and I was like, oh no, and then I just kind of teleported out the area, because I don't want to kill the NPCs in this game, or at least that's not my goal at this point, because the NPCs are quite interesting and they do have some good items to sell. Though this particular one that I'm talking about, that Aggro got angry with me here, is one that actually sells like an amulet that replenishes health when you kill like when you kill an array of enemies and stuff. So it's very handy to have. But yeah, my advice would be just try and lure them out of the area, so then you don't have to go through all of this, because Celestial Dew is not an easy to find item. It's not easily accessible from the beginning of the game, and you have to go to some quite dangerous areas, or at least from my experience so far, I've only found one, and it took me going into this, this area where I am now, even where this church is not the easiest of areas to even be in. let alone finding the dew, which is again in Ainsel River, which is filled with ants and stuff like that. So again, if you can, I would absolutely recommend you trying your very best not to anger any NPCs. It's just smart business, at least from this point, and it's been that way since all of the Souls-like games that I've ever played. You kind of have to be very wary around the NPCs in that particular area. But anyway, so yeah, so this obviously is the church in particular. Just looking around here, I'm going to show you the NPC in question, who's angry with me. You will see. I'm just going to teleport there now. And yes, there you go. There is the NPC. Look, he's aggroing me already. He's ready for a fight. He's going to get on his little llama horse thing. And that's just not going to happen. So I'm resting at the site of grace because I'm not going to fight him. And I'm just going to teleport back out. Oh, wait a minute. I think he's going to aggro me again. Yeah, he's got his arm raised. Need to get out of here very quickly. I don't want to kill him. That's the thing. I don't want to fight. I can't find the church. Yes, right, he's reset. There we go. Now, come on. Where is it? There it is. Right, so we go back to here. Go back to where the church is. Right. And as you can see, now I'm just going to run towards the altar. And basically, this is where you just atone. You kneel down. It uses the celestial dew without you having to select it, and your sins are forgiven. And now, yeah, as you can see, I'm just going to show you that it's not in here anymore. It's gone. So that now means that item's done forever. Again, I think you can probably only get a certain amount of these as well. So this is another thing. So if we go to where this is, so as you can see, he's no longer aggroing to me, and now I can actually buy from him. This does also respawn certain NPCs, so but bear in mind it doesn't respawn all. So if you think you can go on a killing spree, don't. Anyway, like and subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you in the next one for well, whatever that is. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Thank you.